Hi everyone, welcome to Strong Fire Tarot. My name is UV, short for Ultraviolet, and today we're going to do a reading for Pisces Collective. So you don't necessarily have to be a Pisces sun sign to resonate with this reading. You just see how its magnetic push and pull may be affecting you. If not, just go watch another reader, another reading, another sign, whatever resonates with you. So let's begin. Holiday feeling. Oh. Happy and positive almost came out, but it's like what we're working on is like staying positive, you know. It's like no, I gotta work on this smile of mine. I got a nice smile, so let me keep it on. You see, I'm happy. But inside there's like little frustrations that you're trying to ignore, you know. You're doing the work to not give too much energy to things that make you frustrated. So you're like, okay, I'm trying to stay kind and loving, you know, and charge myself with nature, not be too hard on myself. So reminding yourself to stay positive and that you have special talents and not to give too much energy and be unkind to others because of what they trigger in you or whatever you're working on. Just trying to stay balanced. Oh, come on. I've been waiting for this call. Give me a second. It's going to be fast. Oui, allô? Oui? Oui, c'est pour le DOSC. Oui, c'est 2761 plus taxes. OK, pour la deuxième? OK. OK. OK, parfait. Merci. Bye. Okay, perfect. So, yeah, you're staying busy. Okay, so bored. Maybe life is becoming too repetitive. You want some excitement. Yeah. You want to see things that make you smile big, you know. You want to laugh a lot, you want to live a lot, you want to do a lot. You're determined, you know, to like, you know what, I'm gonna take charge of my life right now, and I'm not gonna give into the 3D illusions that I'm supposed to feel frustrated or I have to be unkind to people who are bitter because I'm trying to stay happy and I know I'm special. Because you're special and you're chosen, people try to bring out the unkindness in you and say like, you see, I told you they weren't that nice, you know, they claim blah blah blah. So you're like, yeah, whatever. You're true to yourself, and that's all you're trying to do. Staying true to yourself, not giving them too much attention. Yeah, you're a white tiger and you know it. You're once in a generation, you know. Courage. Live your life fearlessly with courage, strength, and determination. Yeah, determined before it came out. So you're determined to take that step because life is too dull now. It's too much of the same, this job, this life. So I'm like, no, I gotta do something about this. And you're finding the courage to do it. You know what you want at this point, the wisdom. You know what doesn't serve, you know what serves. You're like, okay, I need to do something about this. And pronto. Dreams. The universe speaks to you through dreams, but it's like, I have dreams to accomplish in this life, and I cannot give my energy to people who don't want to invest in my dreams. So what can I do about it? Let's see. What are the advice for people? Yeah, taking charge, cutting out shit that make you sick, make you bitter, make you angry, make you forget that you can take that leap and they're gonna catch you. It's like that dog, you know. I had a dream about there was a puppy left outside in the cold, and I let it in, and they're like, no, leave it outside. I'm like, no, it's cold outside, what's wrong with you? So you know what's right and wrong. These people are doing wrong things to like innocent beings, like puppies. But the moment the puppy was inside, it went right away to play with the other puppies. It forgot that it was left outside for years, you know. So you're like, whatever they did to me is done. I'm not gonna suffer this anymore. I'm over it. It's good. I called back my energy anyway, so they're gonna receive 20-fold worse of whatever they wanted for you, and you don't even care about it at this point because you're so wise. You're like, the universe always creates balance at this point. You know how powerful you are. You know what goes around comes around like a blaze on the chainsaw. So it's like, no, whatever they did, it's gonna come back at them, and they cannot escape it. So you're not even focused on their karma because they're relevant to you. You're like, I don't even care what you get as karma at this point. I healed so much that like well, good for them if they got their karma, whatever. It's like, you see, it's like, okay, if they're hurting, if the backstabbing, if they betrayed me, at this point it's not even a topic in your brain because you're so focused on your life, the courage that you're taking to live fearlessly, to go on the other side of fear, to accomplish your dreams. You're doing so much great things at this point, or you're heading there mentally already and emotionally. You're like, no, I'm feeling good, man. Don't come to me bad energy, you know, because they want you to lower your frequency. They want you to lower your frequency because the moment you do, they're gonna attack. You know, they're waiting for that opportunity to send another curse your way. But at this point, you're calling back your energy, so they're getting too much karma, so they're not even, they don't even have the time to think of you at this point, because they're getting their karma because you raised your frequency. Yeah, they wanted to keep you trapped. That was where you were. Like, whatever they sent your way, this contract's over. They kept you trapped, you know. They created a major setback. They made you feel weak. You lost some hair here. Oh my god, I just noticed this card. It looks like she's like a bald spot here because of all the stress of like feeling stagnant, the smoke and the toxic people. You're like, oh, these, I gotta get out. 18, 9, I need to be independent. So you chose you. You didn't choose them. You're like, fuck this emperor. I'm not going to take that offer. I'm going to take the offer of God because I want to be a high priestess at this point. And then you became divine. And now you're not taking minimal offers. So you're on your way to the 10 Pentacles. It's not there yet because you have to remember who you are. It's like inner work. You're like, I'm doing the inner work. I'm working on it. I know what's wrong. It's my frequency. It needs to align with the things I want. So I'm going to work on that. And whatever people did to me during all these years and whatever, it was years of tormenting and keeping you stagnant and using your energy. And it could be years that they were taking your energy. But at this point, you're calling it back. So every single thing that was built on your energy, they're going to lose 20-fold plus the things they took from you. So even if they think you owe them, you know, you're going to give it just to silence them. You're like, I'm going to pay for my peace. I'm going to give you whatever you think I owe you, or I'm going to just give you, okay, no problem, you're right. And just to buy peace, because at this point, you're not interacting with these people. You know, they're illusions of the 3D. They're possessed. They're zombies. You're like, they can't reason with you because you're on another level. The devil here, you see, it almost, 10 of Swords. It's like, I'm not hurt about this anymore. The energy they sent your way, the black magic or whatever they want to call it, it's like not working because your faith is too strong. You're too focused on your passions and your new opportunity. You're like no longer in the hangman position. You're awakened. Surrendering control, stability. Yeah. 7. You planted your seeds. So it's like investing. Okay, so I see here, I see a couple of things. These, yeah, justice, that's why. Okay, so these King of Swords in reverse, no justice is coming, so they want to break your heart. They want you to get hurt because as long as your frequency is low, they don't receive their karma. The moment you start balancing the scales and you're raising your frequencies, they start receiving all the bad shit they did to you, you know? So you're healing this heart. You're investing in your heart here. You're trying to heal whatever hurt you felt. So you're focused on this this statue here. You're focused on putting your energy on these three pentacles that you have. You're grateful for them, and you're happy with your creations. You're like, so far I'm pretty happy with what I've done, and I'm gonna keep going. So you're not looking back at these people who wanted your downfall. They wanted to keep you small, steal your energy for themselves, you know, and take it all for themselves. These people, 4 came before 3, so these people stole 4 from you, and they took 3, 7 here, right? They stole 4, they left you with 3, but at the end it was all yours. All 7 were yours. So these people are angry. That's why these kings that claim to be kings of swords, they're kings of swords in reverse and actually pages, because they don't awaken. They don't believe in the higher power. They don't understand how it works. But now that they're starting to receive karma, every time they do, they have your name in their head, so they know it has something to do with all these backstabbing that they did, with all the backstabbing that they did, the hurt that they send, the mental torment, the spiritual attacks, the mental attacks, the emotional attacks. They know it has something to do with that. They know, but they're acting like they don't. So all they can hope for is for you to stay hurt, because as long as you stay hurt, they don't receive their karma. So as long as you stay hurt, they want you to stay hurt, but it's not working because justice is coming, and you gain wisdom, and you cut this false soulmate off. You're like, no, this thing was making me hurt, so I'm gonna choose me and go forward with victory. You're gonna get victory because you're making the right choices. You're like, I feel this feels low, so no, this feels higher, yes, you know. So you see what makes you feel better. You're not gonna reunite with these connections that hurt you. You make that choice. You're like, no, I'm choosing you, I'm choosing me, I'm choosing forward alone. So you're going up on your own. Yeah, on your own, independent here. And then you're going to attract the right people for you. You know exactly what you're doing. And these people are scared. It's courage, because I saw courage. These people are scared of your legacy. Because 9 Pentacles, because they know that whatever they built before was built with your energy. They didn't have the divine energy to build whatever they had. So now that you're not investing in these connections, not even mentally, you're like, I don't care what they're up to or what kind of karma they're getting or at this point, because it's only normal that that's what they're gonna get. The fucking shitty energy they put out. What were they expecting? You know, a miracle that no, you could just hurt innocent people and get away with it? No. Life is more precious. Life is more intelligent than you know. You're not gonna get away with it. Unless I don't heal. Then you get away with it. But I'm healing, so the ever unfolding rose, it's happening for you, not to you. You're not a victim of this. You're like, listen, buddy, I lent you my energy. There's payback and interest. No? Okay. God? Like, you saw that? They're like, yeah, you keep going. Your vibration is rising. You are the oracle. You're like, I know exactly what's going to happen. I don't even need to check because I'm the oracle. I know exactly what kind of karma comes with what kind of behavior. So let's say like you start a business and they want you to they want your business to die. You know, they want it to not succeed. That's your child, that business. So what do you think is going to happen over there? Who's going to get hurt? Not you, your business, or your child. That's karma. That's what it is. So it's like, no, that what you get is it's an equal and opposite reaction. 20-fold, because it's not 3-fold when it's a divine person. It's 23-fold. Because there's interest. Because you didn't do anything on your side. You let them get away with murder. So it's like, oh yeah, you stole from me? Okay. You're not going to go to court for it. You're not going to take a 3D decision for it because you're like, I'm going to let God decide on this one for you. In the meantime, I'm going to focus on resuscitating whatever you crucified. But trust me, we come back with more powers. We walk on water after. So it's just a matter of time that you share your voice and you come out of the cave from persecution. So you're going to express your truth. And you know what? That's what they're scared of. Break the chain, ancestral part of healing, rewriting the future. That's what they're scared of. They're scared that you actually become something so great that they will get exposed. But trust me that the last thing you want to do is expose people with your success. You know, like you're not going to make them relevant in your successful life. You know, you're not going to make them relevant in your world. You're like, you don't exist. You just gave me wisdom on what exactly I don't want to be. I don't want to be nothing like you. I don't want to do things like you. I don't want to act like you. I don't want your ambitions. Like, I want nothing from you. You can copy me. You can steal from me. That just means that my brain cells are good and yours are not. You're very powerful. This is powerful energy because it's special. You know you're special. You're like, hey, bitch, I'm chosen. You see my teeth? You're not going to take that away from me. So they're frustrated because the one thing they wanted to take away from you was your happiness, your peace. So you're like, listen, you can take away money. You can take away my ex-boyfriend. You can take away whatever, my ex-girlfriend. You can take away my house, my clothes. You can take away my talents. Well, try to copy them because they can't steal who you are. They can't do it like you. So you can't be copied. You just can't. So they could try, but then they're going to get revealed like, no, you're fake. You're not authentic. You have your own personality. Why are you trying to be me? So it's like, you're so protected. They can't take nothing that it matters to you because the only thing that matters to you is your peace, my happy, and that's not negotiable. So whatever you think you got away with, it still didn't take away the one thing that matters to me, and it's my happiness, my peace, my creations, you know. And you could take away something, and God is gonna give you back 20-fold after because you're like, well, I'm gonna make it better now because they wanted to take the outdated version of you. So let them take the version of you that doesn't work. God is not going to let them steal something that's actually meant for you. He's going to test them with something that was never meant for you in the first place to see what they're going to do about it. If they steal it, then they stole something that was actually not meant for you anyway. So you're a high priestess. You're being step up and lead. You know, you have such a high calling that if anyone tries to block you, you see your guidance is divinely guided. If anyone tries to block you from reaching the other side, these people are going to pay really bad consequences, because you're a leader. You create leaders, you inspire people, you lighten up their spark, you know, you let them know that no, you're worth more than that job, you're worth more than that. You awaken them. Sisterhood of the Rose, beauty and devotion, priestess, mystic, teachers. You create a sisterhood, a brotherhood. You uplift people. You know how important you are to this world. And these people, what do? They hire people, promise salaries they don't give ever. You know, they keep you small. You're slaves. 30 years later, you only got a $2 raise. Like, no, that makes no sense. These people are devils that are slaving you and pimping you with your energy. And you were stealing so much energy in your life until you said enough. You took a break, resourced, you called back to your energy, and now they're like, hey, how come I'm losing anything? Because it wasn't yours in the first place. That was created with my energy. Use your own energy. Connect to source. If you don't have energy, you see, they're breaking now, because it's like whatever they created in the other world was done with your energy, because they didn't have a source to connect to create that in the first place. So when you called back to your energy, everything started falling apart, because like, what the fuck? You think you're going to keep something that was built with my energy? Like, no, I lent it to you to see whether or not I was going to get my equal reciprocated investment, you know, like I get my share. You don't get your share, you're like, well, I'm going to take back my whole energy and more. Plus what God is going to decide in the courtroom up there. The crumbling, they're really scared of the crumbling. The moment you get grounded and you're unaffected by the illusions of the devil, everything you say is yes, yes, yes. You're gonna manifest like bidi badi boo, something like that. I heard. Okay. So Pisces, you're pretty straightforward. Like, yeah, I'm done. Nope, no more. Give me back my energy, please. Thank you. I love you. I forgive you. Please disappear and be with God. You know, you're not even bitter about it. You used to be. Look how angry you were at these people. But these people are dying, calling in their death for what they sent to you in your sleep, and I know. You're like, listen, I don't need that much. I only need my dreams to be content. So you could try to steal something to try to take away my happiness. But I'm so content with nothing that it's going to be hard to affect me, because I wake up and I'm like, oh shit, I can breathe. That's so awesome, you know, and the rest is just a bonus. So it's like, it won't last long, that little trigger or that spiritual attack. You might feel a bit out of place and a bit like mush because someone's sending you ill intent. But then you're like, no, snap out of it. Like, what is this? I don't know, it's just a teddy bear. It's true, you know, like I saw like this video on TikTok or something, a snake that was approaching a boat of an Australian person, and he was like, oh, cute. Like, what? Like, that's how you, fear is nothing to you at this point. You give. You're like, take it. The more I give, the more I receive. I love putting out energy. But if you took advantage of my giving nature, God is watching, but I don't need to do nothing about it. It's like, well, God, that wasn't fair. I was giving and giving and giving, and they were just taking to the point where it became abuse. And you left the situation when you figured that out, because you have that much self-love. You're like, no, I don't feel like this is self-love if I allow them to continue building things on my energy and not reciprocate, not paying back what they said they were going to do, and false promises and all that. So I'm out, you know. Once you realize it, you're like, okay, I'm out. You know, you're too wise. You listen to the teacher. He's like, okay, what did you learn? And that people, they're not always what they seem. And that's okay. I stay true to myself. They don't dictate who I'm going to be just because they betrayed me. So I'm not going to be bitter. I'm not going to be angry. I'm not going to be fighting for justice, because you always do a better job. He's like, good. Now what? He's like, continue being kind. Continue sharing. Continue inspiring. Continue serving. Continue praying. Continue calling in your energy, you know, and not focus on their karma. You just bless them. You go like, thank you for the lesson. I love you and I forgive you. Go with God, and Give me, and disappear, please. Don't ever approach me ever again. Thank you. Goodbye. Anything else you would like to say? Pretty simple. There's not a lot of cards on the table because you're very clear. It's like I'm making space for my courage here. I found the courage, so I'm just gonna move forward, and the rest is an illusion from these people who watch what you say, right? Like, yeah, you're that powerful. You're that powerful. Everything you say manifests. So you're like, I'm not gonna wish them death, you know, like. No, that's not who you are. But you could move the fuck on. I'm gonna move the fuck on, and then I'm gonna win. You see? It's not about them. You're moving on, and that's what they don't like. You're like, yeah, okay, fuck them. You see, fuck them in reverse. Like, it's not even about fuck them. It's already like, okay, well, thanks for the lessons. Bye. You're eating your veggies. You're giving too many fucks. Well, maybe some people are still giving too much energy into people that did them wrong, you know, and hoping for their karmas because they broke their heart. So they're seeing whether or not they're getting their karma over there. These gossipers, these thieves, these pimps and cheaters and liars. But no, focus on winning, and the rest not on watching them lose. Don't give them energy. You don't care if they're losing. Well, what the hell are you waiting for? Get that shit done, you know? Like, don't waste your time watching if they're getting. Obviously they're gonna get their karma if you realign with your truth, and everything they did was with your energy. So you're like, don't talk to anyone and don't look back. So show me. Rebel, because fuck it. You're like, I'm back. You're almost like unstoppable. You woke the fuck up. Don't let your issues fuck it up. Some good shit is about to happen, and you know it. You're like, I remember who I am now. You guys try to convince me I was less than, and I like less than what you built with my energy. You try to convince me that you did that on your own, when all along I was charging your beliefs. I was charging your creations because I'm that giving, you know. So you're like, nah, man, fuck it, that I'm taking it back. So peace. If you're that good without me, let's see how you do without me, you know. But you're you know how the universe works. So you're like, good luck. You don't have a source. So where the fuck you're gonna get the energy to build? From slaves, your employees, and the people that stay in hell. That's the only thing they could do, these energy vampires. So they're gonna find another source, another person to abuse, but people get depleted, and then they can't take more from them. People get depleted fast. So they need like 1,000 people a minute to actually create what they think they want to create, you know? They have to exploit 1,000 people. There's not 1,000 people to exploit. It's not that easy, you know, when you're the devil. So your energy was worth 1,000,000, but these people don't stay in these worlds too long. They wake up, they find the courage and go like, excuse me? Or you get depleted in that world and you don't have anything else to give, so they cheat on you with someone else that has energy. And when they don't, they go to someone else. So you need to do yoga and focus on you. Okay, well, that was your reading, Pisces. You're very powerful. Everything you say manifests, and everything they did was with your energy, and now that you're not giving them energy, everything's falling apart, and you're regaining all that energy 20-fold. So you're just gonna do things that are out of this world because you surrendered. When they took it, you accepted your losses, and now good shit is about to happen because you rebelled. You went like, there's nothing wrong with who I am. If you don't like it, why you on my flight? You know, like, take another plane. So 3-3 master number here, 7 very faithful, and you don't care about financial stability and the 3D illusions of why stay stagnant. Like, you're that wise. You're like, okay, well, it's just money. I'm abundant in so many other ways. So it's just a boyfriend, you know, it's just a girlfriend. It's like, and a soulmate that taught me something, but I'm not going to stay in a situation that keeps me frustrated and disappointed at them because they don't understand that what they're doing is wrong. It's like, okay, I'm not your mom. I'm not here to raise you. It's either you know how to treat me with respect, or I'm going to go where I got that. I get that. I'm not going to waste more time and energy. I grew up, okay? I'm not 12 years old anymore, even though I look 12. That's why they underestimate me, but I love it. I love being underestimated, so let them underestimate you. Then you're like, yeah, mira, you know? And then what are you gonna say? God, okay. When people are chosen, God gives you something, and he sees how people behave about you receiving something. And all these people that are jealous, envious, hoping for your downfall, all these people that throw rocks at you and ill intent at you, you know, God is counting. He's evaluating, and he's taking down notes. He's like, okay, Julian, okay, Peter, okay, you know. And you write all the names. He's writing all the names of people who didn't believe in you, in your God-like energy. And then he's going to take it away from you to see how they feel about you losing. And that determines how bad the karma is going to be, because it's like, oh yeah, you're happy that she lost. You're happy that she had a miscarriage. You're happy that they failed. You're happy that they lost their parents. You know, you're happy about that. Okay, what kind of disgusting person are you? You know. And he takes notes about their convictions and their compassion. And after calculating and putting them under judgment by using you to do so, like God, like Jesus, when he was thrown rocks and everything and whipped, he calculated every whip and every stone that was thrown. And after, he's going to make you come back 20 times more powerful, capable of walking on water and healing people with your spit. These people will be humiliated, and they will have to humble themselves and humillarse ante Dios. So they're going to have to repent for everything they did to a chosen one, because that was all a test, because you were always true to yourself. So you have to be careful on how you react to these people that are just under judgment, and God is using you. So as soon as you catch yourself falling into the illusion of it, know that it doesn't really hurt physically. It doesn't really hurt. Like, it feels like it hurt, but you're capable of enduring it because you're that strong. You're to get crucified. You're that strong to go through the process. And after, you will be supernatural. So whatever you created before was nothing compared to what you're going to receive after the crucifixion. And they will be humiliated, and then they will have to repent. And you see, these people here that are watching you evolve, they're going to have to repent for not believing in what you were capable of building, and whatever they wished on you, they will receive in return. And then you will have to find it. That's what's going to prove that God actually exists, by you coming back to life and go like, listen, God was behind all of this all along. So when you attacked my child, my business, it wasn't my child. That wasn't my business. That was God's business that you attacked, because that's his daughter, not mine. I'm just here serving him. You're a servant to God. So you're what they attacked wasn't even yours in the first place. You're like, you're attacking God's daughter. I'm just saying you're attacking God's creation here, something that the universe needs. I'm creating this for the people. I'm creating this to heal. I'm creating this to help, to serve. And that's what you're blocking? My access to those who need me? You know, like, people need to heal in this world, and you're blocking a person that does that for a living? You know how bad the karma is to these people? When you're chosen one, people need Jesus. So that's what's happening. So don't get affected by the illusion of you losing the 3D version of your creation when you're about to receive the 7D version of it. The 3D, you see? Don't get stuck in the 4D, the fourth phase here, when you're going to receive the 7, 10 here. 7 plus 3, 10. 7. Okay. That was a story in my head. So don't get stuck in the level where they took. Just remember that you're going to complete the cycle and receive the supernatural version of whatever you thought you were going to create. It's going to be way more than you ever expected. It's going to be God-like, because that's how God makes people believers. He first makes them doubt in God, and then when they see what he's capable of, then they're like, maybe I should be more like that person that I heard so much, you know? Maybe they were speaking some truth in their nonsense, you know? Maybe they weren't crazy after all. So don't be scared to be true to yourself. You're awesome. Okay, thank you so much for watching this video. Have yourself a good day, night, wherever you are. Bye.